Good morning. So it is it's Tuesday, y'all, and it looks like it might rain. It looks like it might not rain. I haven't heard from the old Budweiser this morning, so yeah, don't know about what's up with him. Don't matter. The show goes on no matter what. The new kid, Dakota, well, he called out yesterday, and then he called me, well, he texted me yesterday afternoon and said, "Are we working tomorrow? It's supposed to rain all day." You see, those are little things that makes me know that he really don't want to work out here, you know. So, you know, and that's okay. He ain't got to, because I don't want guys out here that don't want to be out here anyway. So, you know, he ain't missed a check yet. You know, he got over $400 on Thursday of last week. So he gets the $400 and he's off on Friday. So I'm not going to keep doing the Friday being off. The only day I got available this week for him to work is Friday. If he don't want to do that, then he won't be working all week. So I'm not going to see, when he came on board, he was living a pretty good ways away from here, and so, him and his girlfriend had a job down here in one of the shops down here in our little city. But you know, he makes a lot more money than she does. But you know, if he well, so I didn't understand. You know, he'd take a day off work so she could go make $40, and he's turning down $80. I didn't understand that, but I just said, okay, I needed the help, and I wanted to give everybody an opportunity, you know. So then what happened is, you know, every Friday, you know, he's getting paid on Thursday and not working on Friday. So I did that, and so then he, you know, he didn't work on, he got paid on Thursday, didn't work on Friday. Of course, he didn't work over the weekend either. He's not available on the weekends either. And then he calls me on Saturday, laying out on Monday. And then he calls me yesterday, Monday, and talking about, you know, how bad it's going to rain today. You know, how does he know I don't have an inside job somewhere? You know, it just kind of tells me that he really doesn't want to work. That's what that tells me. So, you know, so he's not going to, so I just said no work today, man. You know, I'm not going to debate or beg nobody to come to work. You don't want to work out here? I don't want you out here, man, period. So, and then tomorrow Drew comes in. So I mean, I could theoretically go without the kid all week. And that's what I'm going to do. He ain't going to be working this week, so you ain't going to get paid and then lay out the next 2 days, next two working days. It looked like old Johnny Moe done stepped off in a pile of doo-doo. Didn't mean to, probably, but like he created a little bit of turmoil, you know, talking about the, you know, the product pushers not having a legitimate business, or they do, or whatever. And, you know, talking about the Lawn Stars, doing parodies and, you know, and whatever, you know, talking about the Dirty Lawn Thug, you know, and DLT, you know, spitting tobacco while they're, you know, and talking about how their kids are not going to watch. You know, I don't really market to kids anyway, and you know, I just want real, you know, just real. So if you're really out there and you're spitting tobacco and cursing like a sailor, well, that's real. Then that's real, you know. That's kind of how I'm thinking on that. I don't really have an opinion on product pusher or no product pusher or whatever, you know. I mean, a lot of the bigger channels. My only beef with the bigger channels is, see, they don't recognize any of the smaller channels. See, you know, you can comment on on a lot of these guys' channels, and they won't never comment back. I don't know why. Are they afraid that their sponsors are looking at the comments to make sure they're not corresponding with lowlifes or whatever? I don't know. You know, I'm just a lawn care guy that happens to have a video camera on me all day, and it is what it is. I'm not a professional editor or storyteller, so there's that too. And I just document, and for my own, well, I just document my journey, man. You know, if I happen to get a lot of views, well, yeah, I love it. If I happen not to get views, well, that's okay too, because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be cutting these yards, man. My life is what it is, you know. I mean, I'm still gonna be doing skid steer work, and I'm a real landscaper first and foremost. I run a real business first and foremost. You know, I don't have any sponsors or nothing, and that's okay too. I don't have to, you know. I know plenty about all the makes and models of mowers, and plenty about weed eaters, blowers, trucks, trailers, blah, 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 blah. I know a lot about all that stuff, you know. So when we see these guys, you know, these flashy guys come out here, and you never got dirty, you don't ever see them dirty or nothing, then, you know, and they're pushing products. Well, you know, they can do what they want to do, you know. I mean, if I have people sending me products, I'm not gonna lie about the product, you know. That's because that goes against everything that my channel's all about, man. My channel is all about the real grind out here, you know. And a lot of products or manufacturers, they don't want to deal with somebody like me. Because, well, I don't fit the mold of what they want, but I do fit the mold of probably what 95% of the guys out here go through on the reel. They just don't put it on video, you see, because it's kind of ugly sometimes. Well, I would say it's ugly more than pretty. So, you know, I ain't got nothing against Johnny Moe, you know. He's been doing the videos for a long time, you know. He's probably getting a little bit behind the times, you know. But other than that, you know, he's probably pretty knowledgeable about everything. I watch the Lawn Stars respond to that. You know, if I was Johnny Moe, I wouldn't be trying to pick a fight with, you know, the Lawn Stars and everybody. I mean, that, you know, that's kind of what it was looking like. You know, I don't think they provoked him in any way. I don't think that the Lawn Stars really care about, you know, of course everybody wants more subscribers, you know, but if the manufacturers and the big companies and all that can't see past, you know, the Lawn Stars funny humor, well, then I don't think they really care about all that. And I don't know for sure, but I don't think they do. They're Southern boys just like me, man. I just don't think that they really give a damn about none of that, to be honest with you. You know, so it looks like, but I was listening to Dirty's thing, and I saw a piece of Johnny. I noticed one thing: Johnny Moe didn't put that live up. Well, why didn't he post it on YouTube? See. Is he trying to not want everybody to see it? Is he ashamed of it? What is it? You know, if you do a live and you call folks out, then you make sure it's not posted to YouTube. Well, that's suspect to me anyway. And I ain't got nothing against Johnny Moe. I don't really, you know, care one way or the other, because he ain't out here helping me with these lawns. You know, he ain't putting gas in my truck. So, yeah. It doesn't look like. Yeah. So, you know, whatever. And then, well, Johnny Mo went on to talk about, there's 1,000 YouTube guys, in lawn care, and that watch videos. I mean, how do you know that? I mean, and then he went on to say, 99% or 95% of them are kids. Well, how do you know that? I mean, is there something? Am I missing something? Somebody school me, because I don't really know. I mean, how do you know there's just kids watching it? I mean, how is that? How is that? I don't see how. I don't know how you would know that, and I don't know how you would know that the people that are watching are lawn care channels or landscapers, real lawn care guys or not. How would you know that? See, I don't really understand that. I don't see how you would know all that. So anything after you make that statement, well, it doesn't make any sense. If that's the case, then why, if the viewers are 99% kids, then why are the sponsors giving these channels that are kids watch all these products or mowers or whatever? Because a kid ain't buying a $15,000 lawnmower, I mean, that seems like that seems like some double talk there. I don't really understand all that. I don't have to, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed either, But I got a whole heap of common sense, a whole heap of it. So, I was just trying to, and then, I was just trying to figure out, okay, so in one sense you're saying 99% or whatever percent, I don't know, is kids watching. Well, I don't believe that. I believe kids do watch, but I don't believe it's 99. I don't believe it's high a percentage, but I might be wrong. Hey, I could be wrong. I don't claim to know everything. I just claim to know a lot in my field and what I do out here to make a living. I know a lot about that. I'm learning the YouTube game, and my channel's, it is what it is. It's not growing real fast, and I'm not losing subscribers. I may after I do this little video, but it don't matter. Opinion, and that don't mean anything. Everybody's got one of them, I'm just was curious as to how 99% of these are kids watching, and I don't market to kids. My channel's not for kids. I guess the Spencers and a few of the other ones maybe do market toward kids, and maybe there are kids that look up to some of these lawn care guys. I don't know. But I don't see how marketing to kids is going to help sell lawnmowers. I don't understand that. I mean, the mowers and the equipment that I have, I bought. Why should, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not. Why should? I think Johnny made a statement. Well, Blake should never have to buy another Skag V-Ride the rest of his life. Did he ever buy one to begin with? I don't know. Or Brian should never have to buy another X-Mart. The X-Mart had to give him more for the rest of his life. Did Brian buy the first X-Mart? I have. Yeah, I got them right here. Ain't nobody gave me nothing. And I think in general that's what people really want to see. They want to see somebody that that really is out here, that really is making these big crazy purchases, for their business and all that. They really want to see somebody like that, So that's really making the big boy purchases. Not a guy because they are, I don't know, pretty to look at. Their channel's pretty to look at, and they don't. The bigger channels won't comment on the little channels because they're afraid the sponsors will unsponsor them. So they become dependent on the sponsors, and I can see how that can happen. I really could, you know, because man, it's hot out here, and this is a lot of hard work out here. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing easy out here, man. You know, so I don't know what the point of what Johnny Moe was trying to do yesterday by doing the live, and it kind of just calling people out when really, is he trying to get attention? Does he feel like he's being overlooked? You know, I don't know. I have no idea. You know, is he feeling like people are passing him by? You know, well, I think there comes a point in everybody's YouTube career that well, that you get that you're not relevant anymore. Is Johnny Moe getting there? I don't know. I watch his channel. I mean, you know, but he ain't really telling me nothing I don't already know. I mean, I like to just see how other people do business, you know. And Johnny Moe will respond to a you know, to a comment. He'll respond. He has to me before, and Spencer has to me before too. But I can see ever since Spencer and them got that, you know, got in the deal with Xmart, Spencer's, you know, they haven't commented anything that I've said since they got with Xmart and are you know, pushing the Xmart mowers. And I love Xmart. I'm a real Xmart mower fan. I buy them. I have them. And I ain't got no little boy 20-year-old Xmart walk behind. I got new machines where I just spent, you know, $14,000-$15,000 on. So I bought them. Yeah, let's get that clear. Bought them, you know. And I guess a lot of it could be the manufacturers. They don't want to deal with nobody like me or nobody like the Lawn Stars or whatever, because well, we're a little crude, you know, and they want to maintain an image, a certain image. So yeah, and to do that, they got to have squeaky clean guys like the Spencer and, you know, Brian Lawn Maintenance. And I mean, I'm happy for these guys. I think what everybody gets in an uproar about is these guys, they come across as salesmen instead of lawn care guys. And I guess you could be a little bit of both. You have to be a little bit of both. But they come off as like the salesman at the damn dealer, you know. You know, where they just, you know, are trying to push a product, you know, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I think the people the people that I'm talking about, they really just want people to be honest about it. And, you know, if Spencer and them came on and said, hey, you know, we're going to start pushing Xmart products, y'all, and we're going to try them out, and we're going to give our opinion on them, and they're going to give us a mower to do that, you know, and you know, and say the good and the bad, you know. But that ain't what they're doing. They're coming across like, and I'm sure that everybody works hard, whether they're doing the lawn care or the YouTube or both or whatever. I'm sure people are working hard at whatever. You know, I put videos out almost every day, and they are, and it's time consuming, you know. And if I ever reach 10,000 subscribers or 20,000 subscribers, Okay, cool. You know, if any of the big manufacturers reach out to me, well, I guess I will be flattered. You know, I guess, you know. If they gave me a mower, I'd be happy as hell. I know that. I mean, good Lord. And again, nothing wrong with getting mowers and getting equipment and all. And a lot of them minimize what they make on YouTube. And that's their business, you know, because they worked hard to get to, you know, 30,000, 40,000, 50, 60,000 subscribers. They worked hard to get there. I'm not saying that that's the easy thing to do, because it's not, based on, at least, you know, my minimal experience with YouTube. And I don't really know what all the trials and tribulations to go through, but I know that I don't see a lot of the bigger channels struggle like I struggled in the past. You know, with, you know, the ability to buy equipment and making mistakes along the way and all that. You know, you're gonna make mistakes. It ain't peachy all the time, and mistakes are gonna be made. And I learn more from those mistakes than I do from the, you know, successes. Pretty much, I do. Just saying. But after watching the little bits and pieces of Johnny Mo, I wonder why Johnny Mo took it down. I wonder why Johnny Mo didn't post it to YouTube, or let it, you know, if it's what you think and it's how you really feel, and you're gonna do a live about it, then why not just leave it up where everybody can see it? You know? And I did notice, you know, I know the Lawn Stars, they did a video, a parody of TQ, Spencer's wife, and you know, about the booty and all of that. But man, y'all don't notice that he's always showing her booty? That it's like, it ain't even subtle to somebody like me. It's like, you know, I mean, it's like they focus on the booty. You know, I guess I don't know, does it get more views? It might, you know, I don't know. But they do, and I can see why the Lawn Stars did a parody on you know, the way, not the way she is, but she's, you know, she's out there working and stuff, but the way that their channel videos her booty. They're always on the booty. The booty, 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 booty. You know, and I guess that gets subscribers. Now I don't know what kind of subscribers that gets, but then you can't be all, if Spencer and them can't be all focused on the booty, 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 and then get their butt hurt when the Lawn Stars does a parody about the booty, booty, booty. You know, because that's the perception. You know, and Spencer knows what he's doing, man. Spencer ain't stupid. He knows that the booty sells. It just does, y'all. So, you know, I don't think he's marketing the booty to kids. You know, it just seems like every time you look up, he got the camera fixed on her booty. You know, and you know, I don't know, man. You know, so no, you can't. I don't. And to me, there ain't nothing wrong with that, I don't guess. But you can't get your butt hurt when another channel does a parody on you. You know, one parody's funny, and then you get your butt hurt on the one that talks about the booty. When you're showing the booty more than anybody, more than any other wife, husband team, you know. And I watch some of Spencer's videos. I don't watch a lot of them because I don't, you know. It's funny, man. I've never seen them get in an argument. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know if I was out here with my wife every day, and we at home at night every day, and we in the truck every day, they gonna be some ugly times, y'all. They gonna be some arguing and all that. And they don't, and maybe they have a relationship where they don't argue. That's good. But it's not hardly believable. You know what I'm saying? You know. And I'm happy that they got in partnership with Exmark, man. Exmark makes a good mower, man. Shit. I wish Exmark would give me a damn $15,000, $16,000 Laser Z X Series with all the bells and whistles. I got 2 of them and I paid for them with all the bells and whistles. So I know what they cost, and I know the sacrifice it takes to purchase one of those mowers. I got 2 of them. So I'm not, ignorant to the fact of what these mowers are really worth. And these guys, all the bigger channels, they can minimize what they make on YouTube, but when somebody gives you a $15,000 lawnmower, you making money because you ain't got to buy a lawnmower. So at the end of the day, if you are getting a mower for free, and happy for that, I mean, I wish it was me and all that good stuff. If you're getting a mower for free, well, you ain't got to cut as much grass as I got to cut, because you ain't got to pay for a mower. There's no pressure on you. That's the biggest thing in this business to me, is the equipment. Is being able to get good equipment, and then it's just about, running the equipment and, getting customers. But if you ain't never got no good at that to me, that's the biggest obstacle for people going from mom and pop type, where they're cutting, 10 or 15 lawns a week with their tractor mower, push mower, to going from that to going, to $175,000, $200,000 a year company. Is the equipment and the ability or inability to purchase the equipment. To me, the equipment is everything. And y'all have heard me say this in a lot of my videos. He who owns the equipment runs the show, man. They run everything. So, there's that, and if I don't have to buy a piece of equipment, then a piece of big boy equipment, then I don't have to cut as many lawns as somebody that does, and I don't have to, because I ain't got to worry about how I'm going to pay for the $15,000 lawnmower. Hell, I can cut yards for cheap, real cheap. I could be and make money, and make just as much money as somebody like me, and not have to worry about near all the stuff, So and not have to worry about how they're going to pay for it, and not have to worry about, and not have to make sure they got enough customers to justify that. See, nobody goes into the thought process of, okay, well, at what point do you buy a big mower? Nobody really goes into that, because eventually, and I'm not downing anybody that doesn't have a big boy mower, because I went years without a big boy mower. But I learned I wanted my business to go in a certain direction, and so I really focused on getting me bigger machines all the time, better machines all the time. Always. I'm always thinking about bigger, better. What can I do with the money from this week to make my next week easier? If you're getting free mowers, though, you ain't got to worry about none of that. That whole process is which makes it, which to me, it makes it appear that these guys are making light of what it really takes to buy these kind of mowers. And that's kind of insulting to guys like me, and other guys, guys like me, that are putting the grind in, banking their money, and doing without other things in life so they can buy a big boy mower. And we can look at like, well, Ray's just hating on the Spencers. I ain't really hating on them. Maybe a little bit. I ain't hating on them. I just wish they'd give me a freaking mower. You can call it what you want to call it. Hey, I don't have any hate in my heart for nobody, because they ain't really, you got to be important to me to have hate. So I don't know what the purpose of Johnny Moe calling everybody out. I think it's because he's wanting some attention, because Maybe his views are down. I don't know. I don't analyze other people's channels. Maybe his views are down, or maybe his analytics are telling him he needs to have a spark or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, that's, I just kind of wanted to come on here and just give my little bitty 2 cents worth from a guy out here in the lawn landscape field that's been doing it for a significant amount of time, 13 years, and I come from nothing, y'all. Absolutely nothing. And when these guys come on these big channels, and they come on and they talk about, this mower and that mower and all that's good. And a lot of people might look at me like that, and that's okay. They can do that. I'm not a big YouTuber, and I'm not a great big landscape company either. I do good enough to make a living, and I'm constantly plotting and planning my moves in my business to make more money, always. And see, these bigger guys, they don't never talk about none of that. They don't talk about their routing. Yeah, they'll do a video over how to route, but they don't talk about it in the context of a daily struggle. They don't talk about the heat unless they're selling some kind of cool breeze shirt or some shit. I don't know. So I'm just kind of some of my thoughts. I'm gonna edit some of this out, because I ain't trying to pick on no channel or call nobody out or none of that. I'm just pointing out my observation, and whether it's legitimate or not, I'm a legitimate business. I might not be a legitimate YouTuber in YouTube's subscriber count, but I am definitely in the lawn care business, and I'm definitely in the grind every day. So yeah. All right, y'all. I just want to put that out there, man. A big shout out to the Lawn Stars and Dirty Lawn Thug. I'm glad you guys came back and said a little something. Anyway, it's Ray. Peace out.